Hello, hello. Let me just pull up the Twitch dashboard on here. Gotta put my laptop to good use. Let me grab my drink over there, and yeah, I already started the class. Like, we're doing it today. I just started it though. To be fair, like I accidentally did it too. So let's do this.
Harrider Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Hmm. It seems like it's breaking up today.
People who buy that think smart water raises their IQ.
No,
Mr. Schoolum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion: their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need her. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
Dr. Reishi.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
She's only just woken up. Dazed. She may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle...
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, they want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information. And the attack...
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that? Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was...
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have... Let me describe it again in case you forgot. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important. If only there were some hints.
Anyway, keep up the good work.
My memory is kind of hazy. What did I do after that? I think Herta mentioned Asta. This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't... Let me try to remember the
A curio that's alive, but doesn't have... Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest...
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
Those despicable villains. Ugh. If I discover who's behind... A curio that's alive but doesn't have a... Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos? Well, I might be... Adler would be of more help. I must say, it's a little... We people are growing... Never mind.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him. Adler was with Arlen.
What?
Calm down, Brother Arlen.
We're walking.
We're having a walk. So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding something.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. That kid sure is brave, running straight. Yes, well, Brother Arlen, I can't keep...
Can you leave the talk? Let's walk in. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable. Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go! Stay alert.
This battle is unavoidable. You have the worst luck running into...
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
You'll pay for this. Evildoer.
Take this! Time for a detailed overhaul. Rules are made to be broken.
My turn. Watch this!
Peppy, are you okay?
That's me. What's
She wants to ask you something about Cure. I'll leave you to it.
Don't worry. I think
I figured. I'm sorry. Just as I thought. I vague.
So, which curio? That's all you... Well, there's... Have you asked the Department of... Huh, she's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely...
Huh?
Oh, huh. Let's call...
Adler seems to have... Let's go over it from the start. I... may have overlooked something. Oh, right. Asta mentioned another name. My memories of art...
A curio? How's it going? I see.
See?
My...
Anxious.
Some researchers have things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction. Yes. 4 research people were just, however, at rebuilding. Anyway, the most... that's okay. Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look...
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the... The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should... Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of... The other person should...
Hey, what brings you? It's all taken. Here's the account. Oh, you small skin.
Here too. My memories are just a jumbled mess of words. Did my memory... Now I remember. The other person is Emily. What did Emily say?
I say. No need to be mocked, though. I can see this material. I'm not.
Again? Oh. Huh. However, I've heard of such. Don't get me wrong. I was merely relaying information.
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's the Xianzhou species.
I figured. I'm sorry.
Just as I thought.
I'm sorry. I see. I'll be honest with you. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire that means that every victim, the words they used were...
Have you asked the department? Huh.
Huh?
That's... Let's call it a day.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. I need to go over it from...
Spontaneous combustion of the human body.
Let me describe it again. Send me a signal when you see...
I think she... If only there were some...
Let me send me a signal when you see... That's not the point. Anyway, keep up the good work.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. To sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama? A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Here...
Affirmation. We can ask...
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not...
Mr. Ratio, yours...
Apologies. It's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, it is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can... If she is truly innocent, she can clean... Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now.
That's enough pretending. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one...
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, and the assignment, Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet...
Sure.
Say what you want.
A correct observation?
Herta's collection.
I doubt Herta is...
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
Give me a second.
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't hurt his collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out...
The curio isn't the point.
I would imagine the curio is the creation...
Yes. That seems logical. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, so what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta...
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident...
Oh. So they wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department. Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked. Cut the act. You're clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that, but then what? You need to provide evidence to show...
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when the space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to...
Huh. But there are no signs of a
That's what's so odd about it. But this information this may not be direct evidence. But if the system also recorded the fires, then there's ample evidence to...
If these two incidents...
We'll see in the main control room.
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
This is...
A declaration of war. And an announcement of what's to come.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who... The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignore...
Japella Brotherhood. But...
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
The Japella Palace... Something similar is about to That video will soon circulate.
The destruction of...
I'm afraid more than... You need to start acting now. If you have a superior strategy, pray tell, do we set the two...
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage.
How much does seclusion sell?
Ample supplies. If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
Not good. This is
a list of the missing researchers and their
Sure, but the
A list of the missing researchers and their...
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. I don't know.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows.
I didn't really notice at first, but it's been a few system hours. The last time I saw him was in the master control.
Lead the way. You said if his disappearance is also related.
True. The key word we need to investigate this.
Treasure. Dang it.
That jerk! Jerk, fine! Disappear! Oh, it's you. He's been acting really... He doesn't even answer me when I speak.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word...
Phrase.
Who said I want him back? But if you want to find him, he was reading... I don't know exactly what...
So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a cure? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were... It's time to go back and check.
This quest is kind of long.
Troublesome. There's always a weekend.
You won't get away.
Watch this! Evildoer.
Time for a detailed overhaul. Come one, come all.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web.
less than promising. Or we're running out of time. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
I understand.
Tenuous connections. First, the next angle is what the victims have in common. Distasteful as that discussion may be. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion. During prior unrest, the flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's... Look. The answer? This booklet, the kindling of this unique flame, must be the missing curio that Hurt has been... I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. When Sherling said, Adler kept muttering about a phrase before I believe this word was actually phase. As a scion of the phase flame, Duke, that is the truth. We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear. And the sudden and consecutive disappearance. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed. It needs one more...
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame.
That flame must still be...
Try then if you...
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folder. Mr. Ratio, please.
Infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. The way is awash with flames. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the... See? It's still in the... Do you know what to do with cornered prey?
The fire is...
It's still resisting. flame is getting weaker.
What? Ignorant. It is little wonder, but next time.
A small fragment of consciousness in... Oh? No. Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling.
Stay alert.
Let's not, shall we?
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
This battle is unavoidable. You'll pay for this.
Let's make it quick.
Let's test your knowledge.
You won't get away.
0 points. Next. So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong. Do you have answers?
This battle, evildoer.
Time for a detailed overhaul.
Alright.
Let's make it quick. Take this!
client.
Let's go.
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend.
Crush them.
Rules are made to be broken.
Merciful Medicus.
SAS Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood. Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
Come one, come all. Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
Good work. You did. Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within. Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine. Yes, it is over. This business is over, but there is one mystery, and that is something I must deal with myself. I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when...
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you.
Oh, and when?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang. Logic? A third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste.
You are more candid than...
But still behaving within your count. One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation and pulling the strings from behind the curtain.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than the path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring but even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just...
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answer, pursuit tinged with negativity is...
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a...
As for the spark,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
It is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look for... A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
How rude. Can we ask out some characters? I want to get this stuff to send, Clara? I don't really care for Bailey. I think, well... From what I heard, Pila is one of the best 4-star units in the game.
There's still room for improvement.
So I should probably invest in her at some point. Heard I get all the Eidolons for free. So like I should level her up. Oh, I can already instant.
Nice. I should write this into my next song.
Let's grab that.
can't afford to be complacent.
I didn't know it. Okay, let me think of what to do. Could use some of my, what's it called? And Dr. Reishi is here.
How quaint. Perhaps the best? As a nameless who's always... It's no small. Go ahead and try.
We could do... I'm not doing the main quest. There's no Trailblaze Continuance. Companion. There's a good amount of these we need to do. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Oh, there's 12 of these. By the time I hit, what's it called? So Yangshi, what's its name? I'm gonna already be at like 35. Oh, I became a captain?